This is what I know is true for anybody here that's going to do something great. For any of you, some of you already know this because you're doing amazing things. For anybody here that's going to do something great, I want you to understand this. All right. And the first thing I want you to understand is you're going to be judged. Okay. Regardless, no matter how great you are, no matter how good your heart is, you're going to be judged. Okay. It is coming. Judgment is coming for you. I'm not talking about from God. I'm talking about from people. You're going to be judged. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to agree with you. Everybody's not going to support you. Everybody's not going to be happy for you. Okay. It's life. So please understand that I say that because I see so many of you never go for what you know you should go do. You never go for your dreams, etc., because you're so afraid to be judged. And I want to just say this off top. Let them judge you. It's okay. Their judgment is not the truth about you. Their judgment has no indication of where your life is going. They're just judging from their perspective, and that's okay. That's okay. People will judge you that don't even know you. People will judge you that's never prayed for you. People will judge you just because their life isn't going right. They will judge you because they're going through things and you seem happy. Let them judge you. But I want to tell you, if you're going to your next level, if you're going to have happiness in your life, if this is going to be your year, expect to receive judgment from people. Okay? It's going to happen because everybody wants to be right. Everybody has their own perspective of life. And a lot of people, instead of minding their business, they want to give their 2 cents. That's why they're emotionally bankrupt, because they're always giving their 2 cents away instead of saving their 2 cents. But they're always putting in their 2 cents that nobody asked for. They become emotionally bankrupt. People are going to give you their 2 cents that you didn't ask for, but you don't have to accept it. And I want to just let you know this. No man on this earth, no woman on this earth, no living thing on this earth can stop you. They can judge you because they can do what they want to do. You can't control their judgments. You can't control their criticisms. You can't control their opinions. And so many of us, what we do is we care about that. We care about what they say about us. I understand about reputation, but if you know your reputation is solid because of who you are as a human being, you know the overall consensus of your reputation is solid, it's okay. It's okay if 10% of people want to judge you. It's okay if 20% of people don't like you. It's okay if 1% of people have a problem with you. But their judgment of you doesn't have to become your truth. And so you have to understand this, because I see so many people silence their greatness. I see so many people silence their voice. I see so many people keep their gifts wrapped up because of these things that they can't control. Can you control their opinions? No. Can you control what they put on your Facebook post? Not really. Can you control what they say about you behind your back? No. Can you control the rumors they spread? No, you can't control that. So why worry about it? Why stress out about it? Some of us, we're carrying stress that we don't need to carry. We're carrying stress because of somebody else's opinion of us. We're carrying worry because of somebody else's opinion of us. And when you learn to let go of that, you become more emotionally free, right? You reduce stress, you reduce anxiety. You know, constantly worrying about how others perceive you, I'm telling you right now, is emotionally damaging and emotionally draining. Constantly worried about how other people perceive you, it's constantly damaging and it's emotionally draining. And all that does is lead to stress and anxiety. When you let go of this, your stress and anxiety will reduce like crazy, and you will live a natural, carefree, and relaxed lifestyle. So I want to give that to you because I know a lot of us on this live, like, I don't care about what people think. I don't care about what but I know some of us be capping. I know some of us care way too much about what people think, but understand there's no person's judgment of you walking on this earth that has the power to stop you. There's no person's judgment of you on this earth that has the power to stop you. I'm going to say that again. There is no person's judgment on this earth that has the power to shut your life down. They might can make you feel a certain type of way. They might can make you angry. They might can make you have some pain. But nobody on this walking green earth has the power to judge you enough to make you stop, to make your life stop. So when you realize that, you can start walking in more carefree power, as I call it. What does it mean? Does it mean you live a careless life? No, you just stop caring about the things that don't serve your life. Some of you spend so much time caring about things that have minimal impact on your life, that have minimal impact on your journey, that have minimal impact on your dreams, that have minimal impact on your next level. Like, I'm going to be real with you. If I worried about people's judgments of me, I wouldn't be who I am today. If I were to believe what people said about me, even if it was 5 people, 10 people, if I were to believe that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I always say, I respect your perspective. You right in your eyes. Cool. But I'm going to still do what I'm called to do. Judge me how you want. You can judge me. You can critique me. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me succeed. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me break through. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me conquer through. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me get through. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me keep climbing. As long as you're watching me, you're going to watch me get the most out of my life. So feel free to watch. If you want to sit in the stands of my life, feel free to watch. If you want to be a spectator of my dreams, feel free to watch. I'm giving you tickets to the arena. Come on in, sit down, enjoy yourself. You want some popcorn and some Coke? Feel free, because I am not going to allow anybody in the stands, to make me, to control how I play my game of life. So I want to ask you, everybody here right now, are you allowing people to control your game of life? And be real with yourself. You ain't got to put nothing in the chat, but be real with yourself. Are you allowing people to control your game of life? You know, I was at yoga this morning. That's a practice I've been doing for years, and I'm getting back into it in a heavy way. And I realized something, that about 80% of my thoughts in yoga, I would say 90, today was external. I was worried about something. I was worried about a meeting I have tomorrow. I was worried about, all these things that I have going on in my life. I was worried about all these things in the future that I really can't control because I haven't experienced yet. And it was really distracting me. It was distracting me from my practice. Like, I was off balance. I was not finishing poses because I was so focused on and my anxiety. To be real, I was being led by my worry. And there's 2 things that I want to give you that really helps me. And I talk about some of this in the book, right? About one of these I definitely talk about in the book. And the first thing that I tell people is being present is a present, right? And not just with other people, but also with yourself. So anytime I feel my focus being shifted from the moment, I feel my focus being led by worry, by being led by anxiety, being led by stress, I often tell myself this. I ask myself this question: how can I be more present? Okay, so if I feel my life being led by someone else's judgment of me, and I'm worried about what people think, I always ask myself, how can I become more present in this moment? Right? So I did that today. And I can tell you, in that moment, it shifted from me being 90% focused on worry to me being 95% focused on the moment and focused on my practice. The other thing that and I'm just giving you all this as extra credit. I'll get back to the message, but it was in my heart to say this. Another thing that I told myself today, and you guys can practice this, is I write this on my cups, and I write this down in little places because I'm a thinker, y'all. Like, my mind travels. I'm the guy that's driving, and you can be talking to me, and you can be right here, and I hear you, but I don't hear you because I'm so focused on my creativity. And what I did was, yes, you can pray too. What I did was, I tell myself these initials: BTTM. Y'all write that in the chat right now. BTTM or BTTB. BTTB. everybody in here with their judgments on certain things about this isn't liked by this person, and everybody has their perspective. And I tell people all the time, me with yoga, I connect to God in yoga. Facts. So whatever somebody says about the practices and this is evil, like evil is what you make it. You know what I mean? And I'm being real with you. It's for my body. It's for me bringing youthfulness back to my body. It's stretching for me. So I do a flow class. I don't do a ritual class. I do a flow class. And so I know everybody has their perspective on things. This is evil. That's evil. That's not this. That's everything is evil. Facebook is evil. If we being real, Facebook is evil. Like, why we on here? You know what I mean? So everybody has their perspective. I tell people this, like, 'cause I saw a comment that evil is what you make it. You know what I mean? So for me, living in this world is evil. Why are you living here? If that's the case, why are you taking part in this world? You know what I mean? This world is full of evil. So I tell people it's what you make it. And for me, practicing yoga, aka mobility for me, has helped my life tremendously. So I'll say that. But I say BTTM and BTTB. And what that means is back to the moment. Okay? BTTB is back to the moment. And what that does for me, it's a trigger that brings me back to the moment, right? So when my mind is going towards worry, when my mind is going towards stress, when my mind is going towards people's judgments, I always tell myself, Trent, BTTM, back to the moment. And BTTB means back to the breath. Okay, back to the breath. You know, one of the things that life will teach you, and some people think this is evil, right? But one thing, and I tell people, if breathing is evil, then we shouldn't be living. You know, breath is everything. And a lot of us, we can't control our breath. A lot of us don't understand the power of breath. A lot of us don't understand how breath can calm our anxiety, right? Y'all know this because I practice this a lot. But I'm always telling myself back to the breath, because when you focus on your breath, it calms your central nervous system down, right? You can calm yourself down by breathing. Like when you're anxious, how are you breathing? When you're having a panic attack, right? You're breathing like that. But when you calm down, even with my athletes, when they're hurt, Tristan's got hurt plenty of times. Tristan, slow down your breath. And he calms down, right? So I'm always telling myself back to the breath. And I know those things seem so simple, y'all. But these are things that could really, really help your life if you understand the power of bringing your focus back to what you can control. So what does that have anything to do with judgment? It's the same thing. If you find yourself being drifted by judgment, if you find yourself in a place where you're feeling like you're being judged in your life, if you find yourself feeling like, man, these people are judging me, you know what I mean? Or these things are judging me, or I feel like, man, judgment is back to the moment. Focus on what you can control. Focus on your breath, right? Remind yourself that their judgments is not my truth. And I say this to myself too. Their judgments of me is not my reality. There's people on this live right now that might be judging me for something I do or whatever, or how I believe. Their judgments of me is not my reality, because everybody thinks they're right in their perspective. No matter who you are, you're a human, you're flawed. I don't care how perfect you think you may be. I don't care how close to God you are. You are a flawed human being. Every single person on this live right now. And some people don't want to hear that because we think we're perfect. You're not perfect. You have your insecurities. You have your doubts. You have your fears at times. It might not be a lot. It might be minimal, but you're not perfect. And so I tell myself the person judging me is not perfect. I refuse to allow an imperfect human to make me feel guilty about my imperfections. Whew. I refuse to allow an imperfect human to allow me to feel guilty about my quote unquote imperfections. So when you look at people with that type of sympathy, even empathy, when you look at people and say, man, this person is just a person that's dealing with something. This person is just a person that might not be happy. This person, just a person that might be just going through some things. I don't take what they say about me at face value, right? They're 2 cents. I don't have to accept. And when you realize this about life, one of the most powerful things that you can realize, and I'm about to get off of here, One of the most powerful things that you can realize is this simple truth. What you accept is in your control. Something I've been teaching for years. What you accept is in your control. You don't have to accept it. There can be somebody on this live right now and say, Trent, you are a terrible human being. For whatever reason they say that, cool, that's how they think. I don't have to accept that. If it's not my truth, if it's not an alignment of my life and how I feel about myself, I don't accept it. I'm not above criticism. I'm not above coaching. I'm not above critiques. But if it's not in alignment with who I know I am, or who I know I need, what I know I need to work on, because I'm very self-aware. And the more you become self-aware, see, a lot of us, we ain't self-aware. We're more being guided by other people's opinions about us and judgments about us, and we're not becoming self-aware. So I have enough self-awareness to be like, man, that's true. I need to work on that. Or I have enough self-awareness to be like, you know what? That is no truth of my life. Cool. That's how you feel. Salute to you. That's how you feel. But how you feel don't determine what's real for my life. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And see, when you have this type of attitude, this type of approach to life and mentality, you become a target for people, because we live in a society where people want people to have low self-esteem. People want people to have low self-awareness. When you are self-aware, a high self-esteem individual, some people don't like that. Some people don't like that they can't crack the code of your life. Some people don't like that they can't bring you down. Some people don't like that they can't get to you. Some people don't like that they can't make you change your mood. Some people don't like that they can't pull you out of character. Some people don't like these things. Some people don't like that they can't change your mood or change your character or change who you are. It pisses them off, excuse my French, when they can't make you move. I played sports my whole life. I understood the job of the opposing team's fans was to get me to not focus on the game and focus on them. That was their job as an athlete. I understood when I went to an opposing arena, they're going to talk about my mama. They're going to say everything. You suck. You're terrible. Let me drop a ball. Oh, my gosh. I'm here for the rest of the game. Their job was to make me focus on them and take my focus off the game of what's important. So you have to understand this, y'all. I'm not calling people your opposition. I'm not calling these people your enemy. But I will tell you this. Some people, when they see that you in flow, when they see that you are focused, when they see that you are leveling up, when they see that you are not allowing anything to make you budge or pull you out of character, they want to attack you harder because they want to take your focus away. I talk about in this book, principle number 5 is guard your focus. Because I talk about that. Some people just want to take your focus off of what matters. Some people want to take your focus off of what's giving you energy, off of what's moving the needle in your life. And when people see that you're so focused, they want to say something, do something, lie about something, spread something to make you take your focus off of your game. You got to stay focused. You got to stay focused on what makes you happy. You got to stay focused on what fills your life. You got to stay focused on what's right for you. You got to stay focused on what makes you feel better. You got to stay focused on these things. Don't let these people that are watching your game of life make you unfocused and make you focus on what they saying. What they saying, they ain't spend no time praying for you. They ain't spend no time with you. I don't care if people trying to judge your path. I don't care if people trying to judge your now. Have they took time to understand your past? Have they took time to understand where you came from? Have they took time to understand what, Have they took time to understand what you overcame? Have they took time to understand what you broke through? Have they took time to understand the generational curses that you're trying to get over? Have they understood the trauma that you were given as a child that you're healing from? Have they took time for that? Hell no, they didn't. So don't let these people that don't know you judge you. Don't let these people do it. And I'm passionate about this because I'm tired of seeing individuals, I'm tired of seeing individuals give up on life because of people that have no idea about their life. These people ain't took time. So guess what? Yeah, you might not be in a place of perfection. Who is? Guess what? You might not be where you want to be or where you should be. It's okay, but you ain't where you used to be. See, they ain't took time to understand where you come from. They ain't took time to understand where you came from. They ain't took time to understand your past, but they want to judge your path. They want to say, oh, you ain't this enough. You ain't that enough. You ain't this enough. You still doing that. You still doing this. But all along, they're becoming blind to their own faults. All along, they're becoming blind to their own flaws. All along, they're becoming blind to their own insecurities and their own mistakes. Don't let people put their judgments on you. Don't let people put their opinions on you. Don't let people put their labels on you. I don't care what the world tries to label you, even society. Don't allow those labels to stick to your life. They might try to press it and stick it, but it can't stick to your life without your permission. So I want to tell you right now, let them judge you, man. Let them critique you and keep rising above because it can't stop you. Trust me. I know as an individual, I've been being critiqued for the last 15 years and y'all still see me showing up and making impact across the world. Trent, you ain't this enough. Trent, you ain't that enough. Trent, you don't talk about this. Trent, you don't talk about that. Trent, you don't use this enough. You don't use that enough. You know what? I'm not trying to be enough for you. I'm enough for those that need me to be. And so if I'm not enough for you, press unfollow. You're not going to be missed. I promise you. But if you think you're going to distract me, if you think that you're going to make me feel like wrong for doing what's right, that ain't happening. So I want to give that energy to y'all today, man. You guard your focus. You guard your heart. You guard your life. And that's no excuse to just live a life of negativity. Right? We don't subscribe to that. Right? We trying to live our best life. And sometimes our best life takes a while to actually live our best life. Sometimes we got some things in our life that we're not proud of. See, this is what I know. I know everybody in here, you got something that you're dealing with that only God knows about. So how can I judge you? How can I judge you? When I don't know what keeps you up at night. I don't know what wakes you up in the middle of the night. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know the midlife crisis that you might be in. I don't know the death in the family that you might just had. I don't know the worrying about a job that you might not have in a few months. I don't know about your financial situation. I don't know what you're dealing with, but I'm proud of you because you're getting through it. I'm proud of you because you're still here. I'm proud of you because you haven't given up. I will never in my life, judge a person and make a person feel less because their life doesn't match what I feel like is right. Some of you are so enslaved by your perspective that you think that your way is right and your way, I gotta go because I gotta go. But I want y'all to stop letting people judge you, man. All right, go live your best life. I'm proud of you. I love you. I support you. And if you ever need somebody that you know is on your side, I got you. Share this, like this if you feel this. It's rehab time. Let's get it.